when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. When they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, in the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov's striking.
And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold me now.
He can't hold me now, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
Stars have aligned, and the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history is back tonight. The former two-division champion, Conor McGregor. As such, the celebs are out. Let's see what type of version of Conor McGregor shows up here tonight.
Usually when Conor McGregor shows up, it's usually his best version. He's a guy that takes a great amount of pride in preparing for the event. He says it's a fight every single time he sees his opponent, from the press conference to the weigh-ins to the stare down. He is ready to show his opponent his best self every time he's in their face. And not only does he do that in the build-up when he gets into the octagon, with all the ability that he possesses, he's able to do that same thing. That's why he's been so successful and has gone from the bottom to the top of the UFC in such a short time.
Truly one of the elite strikers in UFC history. Moves every needle you would like him to move. And as you said, his work ethic, his preparation truly is legendary. Let's see if he has put in the right work in advance of this showcase fight here tonight. Conor McGregor set to fight Khabib, the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so the rematch is upon us. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Gotta think both sides might change some things up during the advance of this second round.
You have to make adjustments if you're going to be successful in a rematch. No two fights are the same, so you have to approach it as if you guys have never fought before. I know the Nurmagomedov camp has made adjustments. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Fighters separate from the clinch. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang. Oh, he's attacking the guillotine. Got that submission locked up very tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Takedown defense is there. Early action here in round one, and a nice front kick there by the kickboxer. That seemed to back the wrestler up a little bit.
Yeah, and that reaction tells me that the kickboxer needs to do it again, because it seemed as though the wrestler is now going to accept fighting at this range, and that will allow for him to land more and more of these beautiful kicks.
Oh! Massive kick to the head. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Another takedown for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Just makes it look so easy, DC. I know you've been there.
Go on, Kimura now.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
In good position to try to get a Kimura finish. He's got to take his time now. He's got to make short movements to try to...
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by McGregor. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across. Armbar.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively. Bottom
fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhooks. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Nurmagomedov's able to transition back to side control now.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Conor McGregor getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Nurmagomedov's trying for a Kimura here. Oh, it's tight.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Points out for the end of round one. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last one.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
Round two now is upon us. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. And the front kick is there. Nice job by McGregor. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
That knee hurt him.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, Conor McGregor's boxing looks sharp here tonight. We talk about him as a master of distance management, but he also uses his long reach to great effect. It's one thing to have a long reach, it's another to use it and to use that jab, and McGregor has really mastered it when it comes to mixed martial arts.
Dig and kick.
Tries to work it into a takedown. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. Oh, you land island. Is that what we're doing here? Man, that Conor McGregor left hand is just some absolute piston, and it lands it.
It's like an atom bomb. Like, he hits people and they fall down. And he understands the power that he possesses. So he's willing to throw it over and over again. I just keep thinking back to him and Eddie Alvarez. How every time he hit him, he just knocked him out of his shoes. Conor McGregor's left hand is as good of a single strike as there is in the UFC.
Yeah, he needs to register that. 76 total strikes and now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And the connection rate. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned. Oh! Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Right hook attempt. That's a miss. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Nurmagomedov's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Oh, McGregor's... Oh, my goodness!
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Keeping busy here in the clinch.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Takedown defense holds up. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture of some kind.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody get this one, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. You know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you can imagine.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood start. Gotta watch his neck.
Ooh, he's got it locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, McGregor's pass is denied. Round three next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
He didn't help that left hand.
Back to his feet. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Well, oh!
He hurt him. He got hurt again.
Nice. Nicely done. Just misses with a left hook there. Nurmagomedov's eye is starting to swell shut. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Uppercut.
Huge left hand. Oh, clean hook there. Big right hand lands.
Oh, that's big. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised.
Oh, huge right hand. So far, a frantic pace as expected. So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
We march on, 3 minutes to go.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I could do that if it's real.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it, but if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC. Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go. Darce choke attempt here. That Darce choke is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Oh, working hard to get back up again, and he's there. Oh, McGregor's cut, not getting blood in his eyes, so that's a good thing, but man.
Khabib Nurmagomedov
Gets the finish.
Jeez Louise.
The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 31 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so the masses ingesting this result here tonight. The great Khabib Nurmagomedov, your winner by knockout. How about your guy?
I mean, Khabib gets a knockout. You know that he's tough. You know that he's going to pressure you, but you don't